Bismillah. Okay, Ibrahim, inshallah, we are going to start a new lessons about Aqeedah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. In the beginning, what the meaning of Aqeedah? What do you know about Aqeedah?
Well, it means like beliefs, right?
Okay. It's more than just beliefs. It's like undoubtful one. You believe that you have no doubt in.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. What's called and what is some of the people call dogma.
Oh, yes, dogma.
Yes, and it's used, dogma is used more as an insult that you are believing something blindly without thinking in it. Yes, this
Hmm.
is this is my idea about the word dogma.
That's true. Usually it's used as an insult. If called something dogma, it means that
Yes,
people they accept it uncritically.
yes. There's something about dogma we need in Aqidah that you believe you have non undoubtful belief in something. But the wrong thing that we don't think about it. We don't have proofs for it. We don't have evidences. This is the problem. Okay? Okay? Islam and Aqidah don't tell us to follow something or someone without any evidence. No. No one tell us that. But if you have the uh, clear evidence, okay, okay, you don't have an excuse to be doubtful. You need to be very uh, confident of what you believe, and you have to be on a firm ground of your beliefs.
Mhm.
Okay, so Aqidah. It's also had the word I think creed.
Yes.
Okay, first time I deal with this website, but it's good. Okay, creed. What does the word creed means itself?
I mean, creed, it's like I guess if
Like
dogma is maybe for one tenet, I guess a creed would be a whole set of dogmas, a whole system, right?
very very good. Yes, it's not just one belief in something. Yes, you have a belief in Allah. We have belief in God. We have belief in angels. We have belief in faith. We have belief in a lot of things. Okay,
Hmm.
so the whole set is called like a creed. Okay, and what do you think creed is important? Why it's very important? Why it's the very beginning thing in Islam?
Well, I mean, if you want to, attain Jannah and uh c- complete those duties that you're supposed to do, that God has obligated you to perform, then you have to know what He requires of you, and you need to know not only what He requires of you, but also who He is, right?
Yes,
And
in
why you
in,
should.
in another sentence, it's the motivation of all what we do. Okay, if we don't
Mhm.
have a creed, all of what are we doing is nonsense. Okay, okay, you do prayer. Okay, but why? If you don't believe that there's a God that will punish us or reward us according to our like deeds, okay, our prayer will be nonsense. If we don't believe that there is a day of judgment, that all of us would be um, uh, rewarded on the good deeds and punished for the bad ones, our all things will be nonsense. Okay, so
Mhm.
it's the motivation to do anything. Okay, there's a famous uh, game that's called Assassin's Creed. Okay, do you know it?
I know it, yeah.
Yes, because they have a creed, they do this assassinate. Okay, assassination to people because it has a story. I think you know about it or no?
I don't know the story. I've never played it.
Yes, it's very an amazing one, very interesting story. And the word assassin is took from an Arabic origin, what's called
Mm-hmm.
hashash. Okay, okay, let's start by this story as an introduction to Aqeedah, because their Aqeedah made us to do this assassination, to kill people because they believe in something. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they don't fear to be killed because of their Aqeedah. Okay, there's a group of people in the past history what's called al-Hashashun. Okay, it's they were called like this or named after this name because they smoke something called hashish. If you need know about it, it's marijuana in
I do.
English. Okay, so they called al-Hashashun because of their drinking to this substance. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
it they were famous of two things. Okay, they live in a palace. Okay, it's called in Arabic قلعة or a castle called قلعة Alamut. Okay, and their leader was called Al Hassan al Sabbah, and they were famous by organized assassination. Okay, they live in this palace under the leadership of this Al Hassan al Sabbah, and he gave them orders to kill, to assassinate some important figures, and they do this. Okay, but why they do this? Okay, because Al Hassan al Sabbah, the leader of his team, okay, told them, okay, made the creed for them that they live here in the palace, and if he bring for them uh, this recreational substance, hashish, okay, and come with to them with like young ladies and tell that they are in the paradise now. This is the paradise. This is castle, and you do all of what you want here. And to be
Mm-hmm.
uh, to deserve this paradise, you should follow the orders. Okay, so their aqidah is to do the orders to gain this paradise. Okay, and actually he
Mm-hmm.
made it like an actual paradise. Okay, so he made this organized assassination, and they were very loyal, very faithful to him because he gave them what they want. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is the story of Al-Hashashun in brief. Okay, it's a real historical team. You can look for after it, um, and that game now was called Assassin's Creed to tell them or to tell us that their creed that made them to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is an example for the bad creeds, for the bad beliefs that can make the one do bad things. In the opposite way, the good creeds can make the one to do the most um important things in the world. Okay, so our creed, Ibrahim, is what motivates us to do anything. Okay, as I told you. And there is a hadith about this meaning also. Okay, Sayyida Aisha radiallahu anha says that أول ما نزل من القرآن سورة فيها ذكر الجنة والنار حتى إذا ساب الناس نزل الحلال والحرام. What the meaning of the sentence? It says that the first ayat of Quran that was revealed was talking about the paradise and the hell, was talking about Aqeedah in Jannah and Nar. Okay, until the people, okay, their hearts become ready to listen about the regulations about the halal and the haram. Okay, the halal and haram then revealed. Okay, so the first it
Mm-hmm.
was Aqeedah, about Jannah and not about the reward and the punishment, because of without this system of rewarding and the punishment, anything would be nonsense. Okay, and this took us to like atheist Aqeedah. They don't believe that there is a Jannah, that there is a Nar, that there is anything. Okay, so everything they do in this life is actually nonsense, because why are you doing good things if you are not going to be rewarded for? What gives them morality? Its meaning. Okay,
Mm.
if you don't have this system, everything is nonsense. So Allah Azza wa Jalla in Quran says, أَفَحَسِبْتُمْ أَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ عَبَثًا وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تُرْجَعُونَ. Did you think that we create you in vain, عبث, without any reason, وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تُرْجَعُونَ, and you are not going to return, you are not going to come back to Allah Azza wa Jalla? And Allah Azza wa Jalla says, فَتَعَالَى اللَّهُ الْمَلِكُ الْحَقِّ. That Allah Azza wa Jalla exalted about all what you are saying. It's nonsense. Allah Azza wa Jalla is not going to create anything for no reason.
Mhm.
Okay, so back to the hadith. It says أول ما نزل سورة فيها ذكر الجنة والنار حتى إذا ساب الناس نزل الحلال والحرام. So the Aqeedah first, then the Sharia, the regulations. Okay, ولو نزل أول ما نزل لا تزنوا ولا تشربوا الخمر لقالوا لا ندع الزنا أبدا ولا نترك شرب الخمر. It says in continuation of the hadith, and if the first thing that was revealed, not to drink wine, not to drink alcohols, not to um, like commit zina, okay, they will say, you are not going to stop this, you are not going to abstain alcohol, because they don't have Aqeedah, they don't have the motivation to do something like this. Okay, so, and what happened actually, Ibrahim? Okay, a lot of surahs revealed first, talking about Jannah and Nar, about Allah Azza wa Jal, like all the surahs of Juz Amma that we learned, also all the surahs of Juz Tabarak that we will learn, and another surahs, it's have heartful meaning. You read the ayah, it touches your heart. And the Arab was have a very good command on Arabic, so they hear the ayah, understand what the meaning of it, and touches their hearts. So after that, what happened when the regulations came, when the orders came to stop doing zina, to stop drinking alcohol? What happened? You know, Ibrahim, do you have anything about this?
I mean, when the Sharia was revealed.
Yes, when the order of abstaining al-khamr came, do you know the response of Sahaba, the response of the companions to this order, how it looks?
I don't know.
Okay. When the order of stopping alcohol, stopping drinking alcohol came, the companions okay, responded very, very quickly. Okay, when they hear the ayah about tahrim al-khamr, alcohol become prohibited, everyone that have like a large or a huge quantities of alcohol in his home drink it in the roads until the Medina became like an har of alcohol, became like a rivers of alcohol. Do you imagine? Do you imagine how the quickly is the response to this order? And do you imagine that alcohol itself is an addictive substance? The abstaining of it is very difficult. And from a medical aspect, it's very difficult emotionally and physically. You have a withdrawal symptoms that it, you feel pain if you abstain something like this quickly. But however, all of this, because they have a good preparation, they have a good Aqeedah, they have a strong one, they have an undoubtful belief that there is Jannah, that there is a Nar, they okay give they give off or give yes they give off directly. So I
Mm.
hope this story and the previous one tell you something about the how the Aqeedah is important, how the good Aqeedah makes the one to do good things, and how bad Aqeedah also make the one to commit bad things, and it's easy for him. So additionally to it's a motivation, it's facilitate the mission. It makes the mission more easy. It makes the mission lovely to the heart. Okay,
Mhm.
so that's it for the importance of Aqidah. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Another thing about Aqidah, um, Ibrahim, is what is the topics of Aqidah? Can you tell?
Like the articles of faith.
Yes. What is the Aqidah is talking about?
Well, it's beliefs in the things that Allah has revealed, right? So
Yes.
um well, belief in Himself, uh, in His prophets,
Yes.
uh, in His books, in His angels, and in I think it's Qadr.
Yes. Qadr, the faith,
Mhm.
and
And did I miss one?
the Day of Judgment.
The Day of Judgment. Yes.
Okay. So this is what is called Arkan al-Iman, the pillars of Iman. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. And before starting Aqidah, there is a very important hadith that is called Sunnah, the mother of Sunnah, the origin of all things. Okay. This hadith, I want to share screen to show to see the hadith, and it would be our introduction to Islam and the Iman and the Ihsan. Okay. Sorry. Okay. But I think the Zoom is going to finish. So we can leave and enter again, not to be interrupted in the middle of the hadith.
Okay.
Okay. I'll call you again.